Live. Oh, hello, everyone. Welcome into the DLLS Cowboys podcast. We got a big one today at the end of June. A big one, I say. Boy, Clarence going to hold this against Jerry Jones forever, right off the top. Forever. Plus, we got another thing that might hold this team back, and the top 10 quarterbacks Cowboys going to face this year. It all starts. Meow. What's up, everybody? Welcome into the DLLS Cowboys podcast.
Dro knows!
It's good to be with you. Dro knows with the championship today. Got the first comment in before the show even started. Please hit that like button. Make sure that you're subscribed. Yeah, we got a big trade in the NFL, which we will talk about here in just a second. But it's nice to see you guys. And my name is Jeff. I am seated next to former Cowboys wide receiver Jesse Holley.
Jesse Holley went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
There you go. Happy Monday, fellas.
Happy Monday.
Good.
What a day.
Man, it could be worse.
What a day.
You could be on the other side of that dirt.
That's true.
You
could be in the upper room. But we're not. But we're not.
You got one foot in.
Next to us, the man that just biologically is probably the closest to the upper room and the greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, Mr. Clarence Hill.
I really don't do older women.
Yep. What's up,
Clarence? Did I say that?
Yes. It's the beauty of...
When did I say that?
No, okay, I want that too, John.
Yeah,
just go ahead and pull all that. What did I say?
First of all, older's relative because I don't do younger women. I'm not Shannon Sharp. I don't do young women.
Oh,
there you go.
So wait, he has both?
Yeah, both.
I don't do women. Do older women. I don't do young women. I don't do women older than me.
Okay, add that in there. We got a whole hodgepodge.
We got them all.
Y'all want to talk about trade or you want to talk about Saquon talking crap?
Only thing I want old is money.
Okay.
I'll take some blue faces.
I want new money.
I'll take some of them blue faces.
I said, only thing I want. I didn't say I didn't want to take new money.
Okay.
I said, only thing I want old is money.
Y'all want to talk about trades or y'all want to talk about what Saquon said?
Can we get Saquon out the way?
Just get it out of the way for Clarence?
Yeah, please.
Do we just have audio of it? Do we just play it?
I mean,
yeah, this is Saquon talking somewhere.
So the Commanders wasn't in the... Nah, I never heard a word from Commanders or Dallas. That's why it's BTL when I see them.
Never heard a word from the Commanders or Dallas. That's why it's BTA when I see them. Now, I have to ask you guys just to verify. Mm-hmm. I have two guesses at what BTA stands for.
I thought you was a black man, first of all.
I got two guesses.
Okay.
One would be beat that ass, but I think my more accurate one that I think is right would be belt to. Is that it?
I'm going to go with number 2.
Okay, belt it.
And you know the great thing about it, it's all the same family. We don't have to overthink it.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Because if you're putting a belt,
yeah.
What you doing? You're beating.
Yeah,
you're
whipping.
You're doing the AP.
Yeah.
AD.
Yeah.
You belt the ass, beat the same thing. Same
okay.
thing.
It's whooping. It's a whooping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adrian,
well, it's exciting to hear that he plays better against the Cowboys because they didn't call. So shout out to Jerry Jones. Clarence, will you ever forgive the Cowboys? Who were they supposed to call 2 years ago?
It was the same year.
Same
offseason. And
two phone calls they didn't make.
What frustrates me, because I put that out on Twitter. Why don't you let it go? Neither one of them would have done anything here anyway. They wouldn't have done anything.
There's a didn't call list.
I mean, they wouldn't have done anything anyway. They wouldn't have done it. They wouldn't have had the same success. No duh. That's not the point.
No duh.
That's not the point.
What's the point?
The point
What is the point?
Acquiring the best talent to give yourself the best chance to win. It's not your job to say, see, look at the Cowboys off the line. They wouldn't have the same success. Here's the head in Baltimore and had the same success here. That's not the point. That is not the objective of the offseason. The objective of the offseason is to get the best player. Then somebody said, well, the Cowboys couldn't afford them. That's not true. They didn't get money. Now they've since gotten new contracts and big money, but they didn't get a lot of money. The running back market has been down. It's been depressed.
It has been very sad.
You know, they weren't getting Zeke money.
No, I get like 11, 12.
They weren't even getting that. They didn't even get that. They got like 8. Get no money. Relatively speaking, it's a lot of money to me.
And Derrick Henry said he would have took a pay cut.
Yeah,
yes, I
and
know.
Derek wanted to be here.
Derek wanted to
Sound
be
like
here.
Saquon wanted to be here,
But
Clarence.
what frustrated me,
Sick.
the Cowboy fan, like somebody tweeted me, just move on. It's in the past.
You're not doing it.
That's why you have the 30-year drought. You guys are so quick to, and then some guy says, well, the agent didn't call them. Their agent should have called Jerry. What?
No.
It's your job at the front office to seek out talent.
That's Bible.
It is your job to sit up here and blame. Well, the agent. Well, first of all, one of the agents they were talking to, Todd France.
No, they don't know Todd France.
They've
never talked to Todd France.
No.
No.
But so that's what frustrates me.
Todd France went BTA. You know what I'm saying?
And the idea that you're supposed to let it go, I didn't bring it back up. He brought it up.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He refreshed the conversation.
Yeah.
Why did he put? Why
he
did
invoked
he
Dallas.
add Dallas into that list? I'm sure there was other.
This is fun to do.
There was 30 other teams, 29 other teams that didn't call.
You know the answer to that?
28 other teams.
You know the answer to that because everybody wants to play for the. I mean, let's keep
because we live in their head.
Yeah, but you didn't have to.
That man is a Super Bowl champion. He's thinking about Dallas.
He didn't have to. He didn't have to say it.
He didn't have to. But
think about me.
Quietly, most of those players they still are impressed by the star. They're still impressed by America's team. A lot of guys want to hear from Americans, whether they actually sign, whether they want to tell them they want to hear from America's team. It's just like the other day, Adrian Peterson went on some show.
This is before or after the casino fight?
It was after the casino fight.
Okay.
He went on some show talking about why he didn't sign with Texas. He had a relative that went to Texas. He was a big fan of some of the players of Texas. Roy Williams talked about, you were shouting out Ricky Williams, but he said that they didn't offer him, that OU and A&M offered him first. He was mad at Texas. And so he's a great OU hero in the legend Oklahoma, but deep down, he's a Texas kid. He wanted to go to Texas.
Not that I'm putting myself on the same level of Adrian Peterson.
Go ahead. Two NFL players.
No, but I feel him on that. Like I got into it with Greg Schiano, who was the head coach of Rutgers.
Right.
Because as the best, one of the top 2 players that come out of the state, my year I was graduating.
He didn't call you?
My 6th, 7th offer.
Right.
Like, how is it that I got a California school offered me before my in-state school?
Right.
Like a school from UCLA came to Jersey to see me before you drove 7 exits up.
Right.
He probably knew.
No, that's not right.
He probably knew.
But
We don't know.
Like,
and the difference here is though.
Still, take the shot.
And the difference here,
Call me, Greg.
Come on, Greg.
Call me.
And the difference here is that Rutgers wasn't no great program, okay? Still ain't no great program.
Right.
You don't have the right, the liberty to pass up on great players in the state because the first sign of recruiting is recruiting home. When you stay. Texas can recruit nationally. They knew they were going to get to him. That's 2 totally different things, but I hear you, and I hear why you feel that way. But Saquon Barkley probably had some, and then it's in the division of Giants. He plays against the Cowboys and all, since he's been in the league. So that was on his mind. He knew they needed a running back. He knew that.
I didn't realize something, Clarence. Anthony's in the chat. Do they only sell short shorts in Dallas? Come on, Clarence. This is a family show. I didn't even realize you wore shorts today. You know we are banned from wearing shorts when we're on this set.
I put pants on.
That is from management. This is a non-negotiable, and here you got.
I'm sorry.
Because
I apologize.
I had the hoochie daddies on, and I had the wherewithal.
John
to put on.
John said, he said, but these okay because these not short shorts.
They are the way you got them going.
I
know when you stand up. No, I know you can get them low. Then how come when you sit down, you pull them all the way up to you? Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right.
They rise and gather.
All
but
right.
that's not my fault. I was blessed, okay? I'm sorry.
Hit the like button.
Yes, like
if
that.
you want Clarence to wear pants.
I will
next
wear
time
pants. It's been a long weekend. Had a great weekend. Had a long weekend. We had a charity event at AT&T Stadium.
Did you just Bernie Mac us with the I'm blessed?
Yes.
You gonna let that go? I'm blessed.
The whole room.
I'm sorry. Blessed Holley favorite.
Look at
blessed.
you watching a little.
You don't understand.
Yeah, look at you watching a little.
You don't understand.
You don't understand.
The comedy jam right there.
Blessed Holley favorite. But we had a good weekend, long weekend. Yes, I had to get up this morning, take my daughter to work, and I was trying to go get something done with the car. I was going to go back home, and then I ran out of time.
Yeah.
So
I wish
you're going to see these times.
you had
you wish
more
you had
time.
more time.
All
I
you
didn't
gotta
have
do
enough
is
time.
you
You're
gotta
going
just check
to
that
see little
thing.
time me today. But getting back to Barkley, the Cowboys should have called.
Yep.
I mean, it's just like in recruiting. Okay, Rutgers or whoever.
Greg should have called.
You know, and the funny thing about Rutgers,
came see
I
me.
think about Rutgers, I think about the NBA draft, Ace Bailey. Dude, you played at Rutgers. How you going to act like you can't go to Utah?
Well, Utah's
No,
different.
it ain't different. It's different.
I know it's
First of
different.
all,
I know it's different.
whoa,
but you,
wait, whoa,
you,
hold on,
you
hold on,
chose
hold
to go
on,
to
hold on,
Rutgers
hold
over
on,
Duke
hold on.
Utah
and North Carolina.
Hold
No,
on.
you didn't go. You went to North Carolina.
Hold
You
on.
chose to go to Rutgers
Hold on.
over all these great schools, but now
I
you're gonna
can
turn
talk
your
bad
nose
about.
up.
I can talk bad about things of
Jersey.
Jersey and Jersey. You
Stop
can't.
it. It's
Okay?
Jersey. Come on, man. It's
You
Jersey.
can't.
It's Jersey, man. With all due respect, it's Jersey.
You're showing
It's
no
like
respect.
it's like Baltimore and Washington. You're the other city.
Damn.
Of what?
Let me
New
just,
York. There's
watch
New
this.
York and New Jersey. Without due respect.
Yeah, but everybody-
you the forgotten part of that
He did say
that
with all due
combo.
respect. He said with all due respect.
That means it's completely disrespectful.
He said with
Yeah.
all due respect.
And listen,
I don't know. I don't go up there. Everybody's mad up there.
Listen,
It's
I
cold.
love Fort Worth, but nationally, people think Dallas over Fort Worth. It's all one metroplex, right?
Mm.
Jersey is the Fort Worth of that New York, New
Okay.
Jersey connection.
You're Fort-
It's
you're
like
from Fort
Kansas
Worth?
City.
Of the tri-state area?
Yeah.
You from Fort Worth?
It's not
Come
the
on.
tri-state.
Well, you know what I'm talking
I
about.
think of Jersey more as Weatherford. Like I think Baltimore is Fort Worth, and Jersey is like Weatherford or Alito.
Come on, man.
With all due respect to
With all due respect,
Come on, Ace Bailey, you can't turn your nose over Utah and you chose Jersey to play
you
college
can.
basketball. Not the state. I'm talking about the state school. You went to Rutgers.
Rutgers
You
got the
could have
bag.
gone to North Carolina.
The
You
bag
could have
wasn't
gone
big
to
enough.
Duke.
The
You
bag
could have
wasn't
gone
big
to.
enough.
They all got bags.
Nah, that wasn't
Stop
big
it.
enough.
Stop it. You chose to go to Rutgers.
Wasn't big
and
enough.
you act like I can't go. Come on, stop it.
well, I think it's different because I don't know how to say this because I only know one person who got drafted in the NBA draft. Would you say Ace Bailey has more in common with me or you?
Me.
Okay.
Okay, no. You
Okay,
don't,
then
you don't
going
know,
to Utah-
You don't know Utah. They like him. They like him in Utah.
Who?
Look,
They
They like who?
there are people who do. There are people
They
who
like
don't.
you.
All
No,
I'm
they don't.
saying
Yeah, they do.
is
They
I feel
don't.
like that was
The
a good
Utah
place.
women like you.
Oh, the Utah women.
Yes, that's what we're
The
talking
women
about.
do.
I ain't talking about the women.
The men do not.
I'm talking about
not.
Utah women.
I'm talking about the Utah.
So what
women.
I'm
talking about
saying,
Utah
I'm
women.
talking about the men of
The
Utah.
Utah women love you.
what I am saying is Ace
That's all
Bailey
NBA players.
going there. I feel like if someone has a little bit more in common with you than me, it kind of needs to be Karl Malone because I feel like there's some Clayton Bigsby going on with Karl Malone. Like I feel like he might agree with.
Yeah, Ace is more me than you.
Okay.
All I'm
Yeah.
saying is, I know NBA players. They have good times in Utah. He will have a good time in Utah. I'm just telling
Okay.
you. He will have a good time in Utah.
You
But
know-
getting back to Barkley,
Exactly. They should have called.
they should have called Barkley.
I can't believe they didn't call Derrick Henry. Which one?
They
should
didn't call Derrick
Which
Henry.
one should they have called?
And you know what they should have called?
Who should they call first?
Ghostbusters.
That running back that's a Houston, that from Cleveland. They didn't call him either.
Nick Chubb.
Houston from Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb. I mean, come on. What's the definition?
Yeah, can we get Nick Chubb on the list there, John?
What's the definition of insanity?
Not calling Nick Chubb.
Doing the
Saquon
same
Barkley.
things over and over again and expecting a different result.
There you go. And that's the Cowboys' last 30 years.
I mean,
Vance says Chill is saying that I need to go to Utah. That's what Vance said.
Yeah, Vance.
Vance Williams said it. That's what you're saying?
I'm telling you.
yeah.
Jeff Grok also chimed in on this.
Grok.
Grok
Oh,
did.
what did Grok have
Yeah.
to say?
What did Grok
The
say?
authenticity of the Saquon Barkley quote. Oh, okay, yeah. Because the Saquon quote, we weren't sure if it was real or not. And Clarence asked Grok if it was accurate, and
'Cause you know how
Grok
sometimes
talked
you-
about Clarence in its reply.
Yeah.
Credible journalist.
Credible.
That is-
Credible
that is-
people.
Clarence Hill
Take
Jr.,
that.
a credible journalist, also questions his validity. Is there any way to tag Grok with the Cowboys will not take guard?
Listen, it happens. It happens to the
Does
best
Grok
of
know
us.
about that one?
It happens to the best of us. You don't think the Cowboys, people that get paid a lot of money to draft, make mistakes? People make mistakes.
Clarence, I want to be real
But
clear.
the bottom line is this. I'll let you be real. I shouldn't have been so definitive. I got you.
Real clear.
But when you see something on Twitter, Facebook, just a quote on some random site said he said this, and it was a long weekend. I didn't have time to investigate.
No, you
but
didn't.
I have learned on Twitter.
That's right.
Grok will do your investigations for you.
We gotta stop.
Whether it's
giving old
political
people, we gotta stop
or whatever
giving,
else.
we gotta stop giving old people technology.
It's not, I mean,
We
what are
gotta
you
stop.
talking
We gotta
about?
stop letting
The bottom line is,
First we gave him
all
the
I
wheel.
saw-
Yeah,
And now we
I
got
saw
Grok.
it was.
y'all. You stay on Facebook lanes, all right?
And
You
so
stay over there on
the fact that
Facebook
I
lanes,
asked,
man.
and Grok came up with the information, but also had to give brother.
Is it Gronk?
Gave little brother, not Gronk.
Grok.
You think it's Gronk? It's Grok.
You keep saying Gronk.
No, I said Grok.
Grok. All right. Now, Clarence, I want to be real clear.
I shouldn't have been so definitive.
No. See, you already jumped to the defensive, and I ain't even said nothing yet. I want to be real clear. You are the best at what you do. You are a bad son of a biscuit at covering this team. This is not a compliment sandwich. So when I give you crap, I'm just giving you crap because we're having fun.
It's banter.
You're awesome at what you do. You're amazing. If that's what you do, you're good at that
What
too.
was I saying there? I can't remember.
You just were having a meltdown. I don't remember. Kerry Matthews, free Jesus in the super chat. Insanity is running Zeke and not cutting the Deuce loose. That's right. It's time. It's Deuce Vaughn's time now. It's Deuce's time to shine. Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast, have we found another thing that might hold this team back? We'll do that next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast.
The heat is up. It's hot outside. Your balls are going to sweat. Okay? I'm just going to tell you that right now.
You're right.
The crack of your tail,
Yep.
going to sweat.
Are we still
The
doing it?
grundle,
Yeah.
going to be a little musty.
Gonna be swampy.
It's going to be swamp. It's going to be swamp.
That's tough.
Unless you got the shorts like Clarence on,
Yep.
then you
Breeze.
might get a little breeze. But if you don't, my friends at Mando can take care of you. Mando can get you right. It is clinically proven to help fight against odor of everyday living, whether it's in the crack, the grundle, the pits, the belly, any and everywhere. Mando can get you together. Let me see here. Clinically proven to block odor all day, controls odor up to 72 hours. Use the promo code. Here's what you got to do. Okay? Use our promo code DLLS. And if you don't know what to get, they got a starter pack. I mean, it's the lotion, it's the deodorant. Use it and figure out what you want, and then go to Mando and get that specific thing for you. DLS is the promo code. Head over there right now. Shop today. $5 off a starter pack.
Shout out to our friends at Branded Bills as well. John, I love what you're doing. Premium headwear and apparel at Branded Bills, who we do love. Whether you're looking for a snapback, a trucker hat, a fitted, a beanie, a t-shirt, Branded Bills, they got you covered with performance and style. And their Dallas hat is badass. I think they're going to send me one, so I hadn't bought one yet. I'm just being honest. But if they weren't going to send me one, I would buy that hat.
Just wait. Just wait a little longer.
Their Dallas hat is fire, but I think they're going to give me one. So I'm not going to buy it. But you should, because they're not going to send you one. And it's going to be my favorite hat. I love that hat. So if you're looking for some gear to make your brand stand apart from the crowd, Brandon Bills has got you covered with custom headwear. Texas Longhorn stuff coming soon. They got TCU over there already. Head over to brandedbills.com. Use the code BBDLLS for 15% off. It's the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Can we get a one shot on you know who, John? Let me get a one shot on him.
I was in the chat. I was trying to hit the like button. It's right there. I was in the chat.
Yeah, you're right.
I was in the chat.
Thought I caught him.
Is that what you were doing for the last 3 minutes?
Yes,
Trying
I
to
was
figure
trying
out
to.
how
First of all, I was
send a
trying to
Figure out YouTube.
trying to post it on my Facebook. Number one.
Yeah.
I told you.
And number two,
Stick to
I was
the Facebook
trying
lane
to
and
add to
YouTube.
the chat to let everybody know
Yeah.
that the shorts rule is officially the Jesse Holley rule. Okay.
It applies to Clarence
But he's
Hill's
following
rule.
them.
It's the
That's what I'm
Jesse
saying.
Holley rule.
Yes.
It's like all the Cowboys. You got the Emmitt Smith rule. You got the Mike rule. You got the Michael Irvin rule. The Roy Williams rule. This is the Jesse Holley rule.
Which you don't follow.
It's still named after you
Why you always got
You are the namesake.
Why you got to bring me back in it?
because you the Doodle Queen.
I always
Damn.
want to get attention off him for his wrongs. You, I'm telling you, when you go to the precinct, they ain't even got to bring the
Be like Jesse. I'm gonna be like
they ain't even got to bring the.
I'm
the,
like
the
Joseph
McDonald's in there.
Randall.
They ain't got to bring the
You be like
McDonald's.
Joseph
Yeah,
Randall.
that's what happened.
What dads get does
Yeah,
this.
that's what you do.
You
That's
know who
what-
also did that? Kobe did that to Shaq when he got arrested up in Utah.
Okay. See? Utah.
Stay out of Utah.
Utah.
See? Stay out of
Or
Utah.
was it Denver? Where was Kobe? Where did he get that rape charge at?
So
It was a
anyway, it's the
charge.
DLLS Cowboys
Why y'all
podcast.
acting like it was a charge?
It's the DLLS Cowboys podcast.
I think it was in Colorado, though.
Okay, and he
I'm pretty sure it wasn't Colorado.
And he
I'm
died.
pretty sure it was
And he,
It's absolutely
and he
Colorado.
invoked Shaq's name while he was talking to the detectives. And
Yeah.
Shaq was mad about it. You don't invoke somebody's name
Well,
while you're
if
talking to
you
the police.
learn something from someone, you just want to pass on. Like,
When-
I apologize.
if
They
you-
would do like you. I apologize.
when you're
but
when you're in the precinct talking to the police about your case, do not bring my case up.
I
Do not
apologize.
even bring my name up.
But
That's
Why you
man
keep
law.
bringing my case up?
Don't bring my case
Why you
up.
keep bringing my case up?
We're not in the precinct.
let me tell you how I ended up here, officer. This was my understanding. This is why,
Do not be a snitch.
That's all.
Don't bring up my name.
and I'm sorry, or not guilty, one or the other. You guys remember when we were talking about that's how I say. That's how I pronounce PFF, Pro Football Focus. So they're doing the bit where you rank. I don't know if you guys know it's list season.
Yeah, we got one coming today.
Yeah, late June is list season. And so, they do every position group. Here's how they rank in the NFL, and the Cowboys at running back are 32nd, and that could be right. So I had another one that came out recently. It was linebackers. Cowboys were 27th. There are 32 teams in the NFL. So they're 27th. And I got to tell you, I do not enjoy the trend of lists coming out and the Cowboys being at the very bottom.
Wait till they get to wide receiver though. We're
Ooh.
at the top, baby. We floating. All boats float.
And that is a more important position.
100%.
But the question that I have for the esteemed panel, do you have any hope that they'll be wrong about that? 27, 8, 9, 31, 2, one of the 6 worst linebacker cores in the NFL. Could that be wrong? Do you have hope that could be wrong?
I don't.
Dang.
And I'm wanting, willing, and hoping that Sanborn turns out to be what I think he will be.
Yeah, which is
Just-
bleeding nose
Yeah.
and the forehead's all red.
Yeah. I want that. I
Yeah,
want
yeah,
give
yeah.
me my linebacker. Give me that's how I want my linebacker. But I want him to be
This is not the program. You're thinking of my man in the program.
no.
This is not the program.
I'm thinking like guys like
the program.
No, I'm thinking like guys like the linebacker that was in Buffalo, Milano.
Matt Milano.
Matt
yeah.
Milano.
You're
Like
just thinking of white linebackers.
just
Exactly.
white linebackers.
Yeah, just
My boy up in Detroit with the hair. before he
Jack
got
Campbell,
hurt.
maybe.
Jack
Alex
Campbell,
Anzalone.
Alex Anzalone.
Yeah.
I just want his hair to be on fire.
Uh-huh.
Because
Guys, Brandon Bill's T-shirts are fire, too. These might be some workout oh, I'm sorry. You were saying?
I got a little bit of confidence in him. Here's where my problem
Why do you
lies.
have confidence in him? Based on what, though? I mean, where's the confidence coming from?
Because normally white linebackers
See?
are
Oh, damn,
extremely
man.
try hard.
This is. You can't do this.
You
can't
you gonna tell me
stereotype
what
like
I-
that. You're-
Yes, I can.
Yes,
I can.
You cannot.
I mean, to
100%
be
I
clear,
can.
that's got to be racist. But
Exactly. You can't do this out loud. You can't say the quiet part out loud.
Let's be
it's the DLLS Cowboys podcast, your football home for casual racism.
You can't do that.
Yes, Austin. I want Bill Romanowski. That's what I want.
He's a
I don't know. He
steroid.
was a racist, though.
And he was a steroid
Maybe,
user.
allegedly, kind of.
Allegedly.
I mean,
And he
I
was
thought
a
he had some
steroid
stuff.
user.
He definitely
Yeah.
spit in
And he
somebody's face.
spit on people.
Sure. I want my linebackers nasty. I want what's my boy? I want Brian Cushing. That's a Jersey guy.
you
I
go.
want Brian
Another steroid guy.
Jack.
You are naming the steroid.
Jack. Jack. Okay, I got you. You know,
AJ Hawk.
Another steroid guy.
I
Hey,
don't want Bobby
how about
Carpenter.
Bobby
I don't want Bobby Carpenter. I don't want Bobby
No,
Carpenter.
that's a scouting report thing. Bobby Carpenter, light in the butt. You do not want a white linebacker with no butt.
No.
Because that's the power. Your
I want
power
Brian
is in your
Urlacher.
butt.
You know what I'm saying? I want this. These are the people that I want playing linebacker if they're going to be of the Jeff Kavanaugh complexion.
Dro Nose is throwing in a little casual racism as well. Every good football team needs a crazy white boy at linebacker.
Come on.
The program. The program.
So, but my biggest concern is, one, you still don't have no hefty dudes in front of them.
Yeah, it's true.
Exactly.
Right? So that's first and foremost.
Yep.
And then secondly, the lack of creativity, the lack of exotic that Eberflus likes to play with is a concern for me.
Yeah.
If you're not going to be able to mix it up and you're not going to be able to give them some exotic looks to free these guys up, to allow them to run more freely,
Mhm.
in addition to not having anyone up front that we know of. Now, I
That
know
we
people
know
are
of.
going to say Toya and other guys.
It's Jay
that
Toya
we-
time,
That we
baby.
know of to keep the other offensive line off the linebackers. If that and if until that happens, Your linebackers are always going to be playing on their heels and not downhill with clean alleyways and runways to go and make tackles.
And that last part is that's what's always been funny to me.
Better be
I've been here a long time.
hilarious.
And I remember this defense under Jason Garrett, the criticism of this defense under Jason Garrett, under Rob Marinelli, because they weren't exotic and they didn't disguise. And we got all excited about we need somebody who's gonna have some disguise and hide some things. Okay? And they got worse.
Yeah, well.
So they got worse.
So here's the thing.
Because to me, it's always about the players. I keep trying to say it's about the players.
No. It is about the players. But understand this: the NFL has become, especially from the sidelines, these offensive coaches have come so far, and you just can't stand there anymore.
I agree.
Like if you're going to just stand there, then they're going to pick you apart. I mean, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly, and before you can get a grasp to it, and this is why if you don't have 11 Micah Parsons out there, you got to mix it up. You have to be exotic. You have to throw a little bit of confusion to the mix because you don't. Yeah, Sanborn.
He's just a guy.
His
ceiling is just a guy.
In order for him to be successful, he has to use every bit of ounce of try hard that he has in his body.
Okay. And I guess my only point is that we're back to where we were. After we bring all these other coordinators who had better schemes and will mix it up, we back to where we started. With the same scheme. As you said, he don't like to mix it up. They're going to be where they are. He's of that same mold. It's all my point I'm making. We back to where we were. That's why I always people get excited. These new coaches can bring. It's all the same stuff. It always comes full circle. We're gonna go from the 4-3 to the 3-4, back to 4-3 because the new guys. Just like the stuff with Schottenheimer. It's all everybody likes culture. Everybody wants this. It all goes back to we need production. We need players to make plays. And so now we're back to the same defense everybody complained about, same scheme. They're gonna be there. Do you have the players to make it work? As you talk about these positions, you talk about linebacker. Do you have difference makers at linebacker? The answer is no. Okay, and you talk about the defensive line. So we with a defensive line.
If he was healthy,
we know he's a playmaker.
You could move him up. I bet you could move him up 3 or 4 spots.
Yeah.
So still 24.
It's just one though.
Maybe. Well, I need to see the, and it's tough because he got hurt and it's not a minor injury, but I wanted to see a continued growth from Overshown.
Right,
because I feel like he will make your big plays and they look real good on TV. And then there'll be we also missed a tackle. We missed another one.
I mean, and you need more than him. I mean, when San Francisco was good, both of those linebackers were good. I mean,
and he needs help in front of him.
You need help. And so you need the guys in front of him. So I'm interested to see what the defensive line is going to look like on this grading scale or ranking list and where they're going to rank.
So this morning I was doing a show on my little tiny personal YouTube page with Brian Broaddus, and I think he thought that it already came out and they did the D-line all together and the Cowboys were pretty high, but if that's so, it's just because Parsons is there.
Right.
But I'll try to double. Yeah, here we go. Defensive line rankings. They did full defensive line, which definitely helps the Cowboys' defensive tackles. Let's see. Pittsburgh, 1. Philly, New York Giants, scrolling. Cowboys 12, and it's basically they have Minkah, and Osa's okay.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what their D-line write-up is.
That's not helping the linebacker.
But that goes to your point. You're talking about when you have a player, how much that helps your list, right? Like
one dude to get you up there.
One dude is like, you know what?
Like I'm sure CD would have had the receivers in the top 10 or so by himself,
least, right?
And with Pickens, get ready. There's your top. Now you're in the top 4.
Top 10.
Right.
Now you're definitely top 10.
Yeah, for sure.
Now you're cooking. Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast, it is the season of listing. People do love lists. Yeah. And Jesse Holley has a fresh one prepared for you, coming straight out the oven, baby, and it's QB intensive on the DLLS Cowboys podcast.
We are getting so close to the football season, but that's okay. There's other things that are going on right now. Maybe a play, maybe a comedy show, maybe something of the variety of, we'll be at Vegas, and we'll probably do like the Blue Man shows, things like that. You know where I'm going to go? I'm going right to the app, the Game Time app. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to type up where I want to go while we're in Vegas. what shows are being played. Oh, show starts in an hour, last minute tickets.
Yep.
Game time, baby. Oh, what you guys doing tomorrow? Got a little downtime. Oh, game time app. Going over here, going over there. Might see a little Summer League basketball. Might see some Summer League basketball while we're out there. So all you got to do is download the Game Time app, use the promo code DLLS, and get $20 off your first purchase. Make this a family event. Bring a bunch of folks with you. Tell them to download the app. The prices that you see is the prices that you pay. No funny stuff at checkout. So head over to Game Time, download the app, use it today. DLLS, get you $20 off your first purchase. What time is it?
Game time. All right. Shout out to you guys. We want you to come with us. We're going to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? We're going to Vegas November 15th.
On the Strip.
To 18th. Was it the Lotion Lounge?
The Lotion Lounge.
In Club
baby.
Pop
Club
Pop.
Pop Pop.
We want y'all to come hang out at Club Pop Pop with us while we're in Vegas.
Lotion Lounge.
The Lotion Lounge, where
We
you
gonna
get,
moisturize.
where we make sure we're not ashy.
Yeah.
You know, get squared away. We want everybody to come with us when we go to Vegas. It's going to be a good time. We're going out there for the game against the Raiders. That's the game's on the 17th. We'll be there from the 15th to the 18th. And you can come with us. Thanks to our friends at True Fan Travel, the ultimate fan experience. Help us take over the Strip. Have a good old time in Vegas.
Make sure you bring my drugs to
You got it.
to
This
Vegas.
all-inclusive trip
I'm
includes
talking about Spark.
a 3-night stay at a luxury Vegas resort, game tickets, VIP parties, exclusive events with us and your fellow diehard fans. This is how Dallas does Vegas. You can go book now at truefantravel.com. It's the DLLS Cowboys podcast, segment number 3 of the broadcast day. We do have some super chats that we got to hit up. Jose is in the building. The Cowboys need a true veteran one technique and cornerback. A better free safety would be nice also. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot, Cole.
Well, it's hard because when you start comparing them to the division, like, you know who's number 1 on the linebacker ranking? Philly. They were, and Dallas 27. Cowboys were 32nd at running back. Eagles were like 4th. Because they like the combos of Montgomery and Gibbs, Bijan and Algier, and then Derrick Henry and Justice Hill, I think. So the Eagles were 4th. But you could do pretty much every position group, and you're going to put Philly ahead of Dallas.
Yeah.
Pretty much all of them. And so if you're out there and you're a Dak hater, just know that man that you hate, boy, you better hope he's a monster. Because the way that you might be better than these teams that are better than you man for man is Dak throwing to 88 and whatever number Pickens picked. What do you settle on? I don't
3.
even know. So, yeah, there's that. Jesse's got a list for us because it's list season.
Yeah, man.
It is list season.
Got a little list for you guys, man. I actually did this.
Hit the like button.
Yeah, I actually kind of ran this list already through the car wash on my little podcast.
Oh, okay.
It kind of used to be your podcast. Well, our podcast.
Oh, are you still believing?
I still believe in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm still believing.
I know.
I know. I tried to get away, but
Nah,
yeah,
it's tough.
Checks.
well, lunch money.
Checks on checks on checks.
So, got a little list that I came up with because this is the list season, and I think it was a good list. The Cowboys, we know, have a 17-week schedule this year. And I looked at it and I said, you know what? Instead of ranking the top 10 quarterbacks in the National Football League,
Yep.
I wanted to rank the quarterbacks from 10 to Patrick Mahomes.
Cowboys schedule.
That
We
the
play the Chiefs?
Cowboys
We play the Chiefs?
play the Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah, on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah. That the Cowboys will play this upcoming season.
Okay.
So I went through and I put together a list. Now remember, things about lists. It's my damn list.
You put Jameis on there?
Well, I talked about it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Good.
Think about this. It's my damn list.
He ain't gonna
Okay?
start.
If you don't like my list, that's okay.
Tell him about it.
You can tell me about it.
Yeah. in
Just
the
be
comments.
nice. Don't cuss. And don't put an I in my name because I will block you.
Yeah.
But if you have a list that you'd like to put up, put it in the chat. Put your list in the chat. Hit the like button and then put your list in the chat. It's my list. Okay? It's what I think.
What you think? Would you make it public so it's
Yeah.
it's open to be criticized?
Oh,
list.
see, now Clarence is already coming for you.
See?
No. I'm just saying though.
Make your own damn
When you
list.
put something out publicly and then get mad because you get criticized, I'm not saying you, but people have a problem. You put it
looking at
out
you.
publicly, so
All right,
you
so
gonna get.
let's just do this. Let's just eliminate the anticipation of what number one is going to be.
Okay, it's Pat.
It's Patrick Mahomes.
We're gonna put
Right?
him
We're
home.
not. That's football Jesus, right?
Okay.
They used to say back in the day, they used to call Michael Jordan Black Jesus.
Yeah.
This is the football Mulatto Jesus.
How did Jerry let them schedule the Chiefs on Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving's supposed to be like enjoying your food and watching the Cowboys win.
Ratings matter. Ratings
We don't
matter
need the
over
Chiefs on
anything.
Thanksgiving for ratings.
Ratings matter over everything.
Sir, we had this conversation like when the schedule came out.
I was gone.
All right, so number 10 on my list
I
is
was
the
in
quarterback
Europe.
that the Cowboys have to play twice a year. Maybe. But at number 10 on my list, I got Russell Wilson.
Well, you got to put Russ. If they let that be a real battle
I
in
said
camp, you
maybe.
know who's winning.
I said, look what I say right there. Maybe.
Maybe.
It says maybe
Yeah,
because that
maybe.
could be
That's Jameis.
J-Bo.
It could be Jackson Dart.
If they get to Jackson Dart, they down bad.
Okay.
But just looking at it, like Russell Wilson last year had 2,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not bad, but not very high on my list. I think Russ is on the second, on the backside of his career.
We play the Jets too. Did you put Russ ahead of Justin Fields?
Justin Fields didn't make my list at
Oh,
all.
that's messed up.
Justin Fields didn't make my list at all. Justin Fields is an athlete playing quarterback.
Oh, Jesse.
He probably should go play wide
racist.
receiver.
Gotta be racist.
You know what I mean? Just go ahead and play wide receiver, my boy. Number 9 for me. This is going to be difficult because he has an all-time better record than the Cowboys do in their own stadium.
Better in our stadium than we are.
Aaron Rodgers.
Eli Manning.
Kyler Murray.
Oh, see,
Kyler
I root
Murray.
against Kyler.
Because you're a hater.
Because
It's
I want to
because-
be the best
because
thing
you're
to
a
come out of
hater.
Allen, Texas.
Because
I don't
you're
wanna
Definitely
be
Kyler Murray. He's never lost at AT&T.
Kyler Murray's number 9 for me. Threw for 3,800 yards last year, 21 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. But Kyler Murray's gift and his curse is his ability to run the football. 572 yards and 5 touchdowns for him. Number 8, this kid's growing on me. I like him. I like his coach. I like what's around him. I like his roster. I like where he's going. Number 8 for me is Bo Nix, starting quarterback of the Denver Broncos. And again, this list is an incumbence of what's around them, their roster,
Clarence, it's a bad list.
all that. Fine.
That's a bad list.
My list.
I don't even listen. I don't trust this list anymore.
You got
your own
Bo
list.
ahead of Kyler Murray?
Yeah, I do.
See?
Yeah, I do.
What do you think about that, Clarence?
I think it's racist.
I don't know if that qualifies.
Wow.
Oh, it's height.
Number
just a
7.
ranking.
Number 7 for me. Number 7 is Geno Smith.
That's my guy.
Number 7 is Geno Smith.
Where'd he end up?
Oh, he's with the Raiders.
Okay.
He's over at the Raiders last year. Geno, as he's always said, they wrote me off, but
I didn't write back, baby. I didn't write back.
4,320 yards last year, 21 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. He has a new fresh start in Vegas.
You got any receivers there?
Henry Ruggs is still locked up.
Let's take a look. Hold on.
No, exactly. I'm like,
Hold on. Let me
receivers out
see.
there.
Let me see what Gino got to work with.
Number 6 for me, Justin Herbert. The Chargers starting quarterback.
5 better than Herbert? We play 5 people better than Herbert?
To me.
Is Herbert good?
Again,
Yes, Herbert is good.
this list is not just about
he
the
good?
individual player.
Okay, good. We're just fighting. Well, we're just fighting.
I
around
ain't talking
you. I
about
just wanna
draft
know.
prospects. I'm not talking about height, size.
Justin
arm
Herbert
strength.
threw for 3,870 yards and 23 touchdowns and 3 interceptions last year.
Pretty good.
How many playoff wins?
Pretty good.
How many playoff wins?
Pretty good numbers, but
Captain Thunder has entered the chat.
Did he beat the good team? You know,
number
that's what
5 for me on my list of top 10 quarterbacks that the Cowboys will play against this year. Play him twice a year. Jalen Hurts. Feel how you feel about Jalen Hurts? He is a playmaker.
He's a tough one to rank.
So is Herbert better than Hurts?
Again,
To him, not you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Not you, to him.
Yeah.
if you're just
absolutely.
talking about
Yeah, absolutely.
pure T quarterbacking,
Absolutely.
yes. If you're talking about, like I said earlier, the team, the roster, the surroundings around these particular players, no. I'm going to take Justin. I'm going to take Jalen Hurts over.
All I know is it's nice to come to work and be surrounded by the best at everything. And I know that feeling because I work with you guys. Jalen Hurts shows up and knows no one's getting close to him. No one's worried about him. They're trying to stop his running back, who's incredible, running behind the best line in football, who can still block everybody and run on you while you're trying to stop the run. And then he looks up and it's like, oh, and I have man coverage on A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. If you weren't good in that scenario, you need to go back to high school.
And he's a member of Mega Psi Phi, so he makes good
What
decisions.
does that
I
mean?
knew that was coming. 2,900 yards, 18 touchdowns through the air, 5 interceptions. On the ground, though, 630 yards rushing, with an additional 14 rushing touchdowns.
How many yards on them 14 touchdowns?
Say what you want about the tush
How many
push.
yards? 14
they
yards?
have mastered it. It is a play that you cannot defend, and they're just really damn good at it.
My
Number
man had 14 touchdown runs and it totaled 6 yards.
Number 4, Jared Goff, quarterback of the Detroit
Goff ahead of
Lions.
Herbert.
Yep, Jared Goff.
I like it.
Now he's the guy that got players around him.
He
You're
got
gonna
good.
talk about Hurts.
He got a good spot.
Jared Goff benefits from the system around him.
Got in a good
because
spot.
he is average at best.
At best.
He's average quarterback.
Wait, here's the number 1 pick. Why don't you think he's awesome?
We've already shown
That's your bit.
We already shown that Dak was better than him. 4th round pick. They came in the same draft.
They did. And Carson Wentz. Remember when people thought
Yeah.
Wentz was better?
Yeah.
And then like 6 months later, Wentz didn't have a job?
It was 6 months.
No, it was like a year and a half, something like that.
Go
Number
ahead.
3 for me on this list. This is also a team that has a better record in the playoffs than the Cowboys do at their own home.
Wow.
Jordan Love. Jordan Love, quarterback of the Green Bay Packers last year. Took a little regression.
Fell off.
Took a little regression.
Fell
last
off.
year. A little regression.
Okay, 2 different ways of viewing it,
Yeah.
different words.
You know what I'm saying? When
I
you're the
like
host, you use
that.
regression.
Little
When you're,
regression.
when you're riding shotgun, you say fell off. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
And Bill
Kind of
Parcells,
turned into a bum, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did take a step back.
and Bill Parcells says, put away the anointing oils. Put away the anointing oils.
Still in a step back year. Remember a little bit of regression.
That's how he throws the ball, too. Step back.
That is a step back. 3,389 yards, 25 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. Number 2 on this list, rookie of the year.
Gonna play him 2 times.
Gonna play him 2 times.
Good news is they have to bench him to beat this
I
team.
know. Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels threw for 3,570 yards, 25 touchdowns through the air to 9 interceptions. Where he really shined at.
Where he shining?
All hell broke loose.
In the playoffs.
Running.
891 yards on the ground with an
Not a real
additional
quarterback.
6 touchdowns. And of course, number 1 on my list
Falling
and number
off.
1 on your list. It should be. And if he isn't, your list is actually flawed. Say what you want about anybody's list. But if you're talking quarterbacks in the National Football League in the year 2025,
You know.
and Patrick Mahomes is not number 1 on your list,
You know how
you're a damn fool.
you stop Patrick Mahomes?
Don't play
Get
him.
him to the Super Bowl with no offensive line.
Yep, that's a
And have him
problem.
running for his life.
That's a
When
problem.
he has no offensive line in the Super Bowl, he looks like an average quarterback.
Did it ever cross your mind at all that we've never seen Jameis behind
Oh my God.
Hurts line or with Andy Reid, and maybe Jameis should be at the top of this list?
If he was behind that offensive line and being coached by Andy Reid, he'd be on this list.
Okay.
No, he'd probably still throw an interception.
But on this
Yeah,
list,
but he'd throw 58 touchdowns.
Caleb Williams off this list. That might be racist because they're all black quarterbacks.
I don't know if you can be. Well, I guess you can. I don't know.
Reverse racism.
They're not racist.
No, they're not racist.
Why'd you leave J.J. McCarthy off?
Who that?
Oh,
He ain't
there was
played
there was
yet.
no way he was getting close to this list. He's worse than all of them.
That's racist.
That's racist?
I don't know.
Oh.
And
I'm
Chad,
very blurry on the term now. I don't know.
and Chad
And
people
McCarthy, I left him off this list too.
and Chad people understand that Jalen Daniels number 2, but the Jaden Daniels stopper, Cowboys defense. The speed of the Cowboys defense.
And we fired that coordinator.
Mm.
We fired
It's-
the man that runs it.
They still the speed of the defense. They still got the players, still got athletic players to contain Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, if Jaden's number 2, Mariota's 1.
Mariota's 2B.
Yeah, because he had to come. He
He's
had to
too
come
big.
pull him out the fire against
He's too big.
the Dallas Cowboys. We hadn't even got to the trade yet. Okay, so we got stuff.
We haven't talked about the trade yet.
We didn't talk to trade yet.
Goodness, what we been talking about?
There was too much Saquon and
Don't
Derrick
call.
Henry, and then a lot of racism talk. We've just been busy, but a big trade in the NFL. We'll get to it next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Sign up to be a diehard or else. The Make Your Move intro offer still live as we're watching our basketball and hockey teams locally make moves right now. That is the inspiration for the $36 intro offer, the Make Your Move offer. And when you decide to be a diehard, you get real cool stuff. I just finished buying a bunch of merch I was clicking through while we were doing the show, which I shouldn't admit because that's called pulling a Clarence. You're supposed to be locked in on the show.
It's not the
But
Clarence Hill rule.
I was getting some merch going.
It's not the Clarence Hill rule.
I was doing some stuff.
Giving money back to the company, huh?
Actually, I placed an order on branded bill.
Oh.
I'm gonna circle back to us. But yeah, sign up to be a diehard. You get great stuff. It's a one-stop shop for all of your DFW sports needs. Right there on alldlls.com. You're a local fan. Cowboys, Mavs, Rangers, Stars, Wings. You get the premium content. When you're signed up to be a diehard, you get access to the diehard level content. There's NBA draft stuff. We had NFL draft stuff. It's an incredible deal. Plus all your behind-the-scenes stories, like from Clarence Hill, you get those sort of deals. So sign up to be a diehard. You also get an ad-free experience on the website when you do that. How you think Clarence gets all the scoops? Just like that. You get ad-free experience on the website. You get into our Discord, where I was poking around talking to John about fantasy books in the Discord. Go ahead and do it. Lies of Locke Lamora is a good one. It's a good
list.
Hold on, Ben, don't look happy. Our boss is watching, and he has a very unhappy look on his face. So we're going to find out in about 14 minutes who's mad at and who's got to give back their parking pass.
Not me.
But
got
sign
a
up
pink shirt on.
to be a diehard and try to save our jobs today. It's incredibly important. You get all this thing. You get your little carrying card. You get your cool carrying card. You get a free T-shirt when you sign up, which is about a $36 value, which is the cost for the entire year. Wowza. Get signed up. Head on over. Be a diehard at ALLDLLS.com. It is the DLLS Cowboys podcast, and here comes our boss. Our boss has a note for Clarence. You can share it with the class, or you can keep it private.
The Jesse Holley rule.
Nah.
It's the Jesse Holley rule.
What do you got? What's that say? Need to talk to you about your shorts in my office after the show. GM Ben.
Yes.
Hey,
Oh.
Yeah, Clarence is definitely parked in the handicap spot and not in the spot.
And not in the spot.
And not in the spot. Clarence, you getting a little carried away, huh?
I'm telling you, man, that old age getting
You got too much dip on your
I
chin.
got a cane in the car. You didn't see the cane?
I bet you do have a
I
cane.
don't have a cane.
I bet you do have a cane.
Got a wheelchair.
Oh.
I'm projecting since y'all got me a club pop-up. You call me pop-up.
Oh, now you
I'm
want to
projecting.
be
I'm projecting.
Hey.
It's temporary. It's temporary.
Got good handwriting, though.
He got great hair. It's temporary.
Jeremy said GM Ben needs to get a blanket made with his face on it, and when Chill wears shorts, he gets the blanket.
No more shorts. Do you guys know how hot it is in Texas? You know how hard it is to wear long pants in the summer?
I love the word long pants.
In the summer.
Yeah. I don't ever want to call something shorts or pants again. Short pants, long pants.
I don't want to. I'm just like, can you
wearing short
imagine the
pants.
people that have to go to work every day downtown in 90, 100 degree heat and have to wear suits?
Yeah, we got.
But guess what? They got to work for 8, 10,
8 hours.
12 hours.
I couldn't do it.
And you got to work.
Why didn't they just learn to be a great broadcaster? You know, do an hour a day.
I'm just, I got longer than I do more work than just what you see on the show, first of all. But secondly, I'm just talking in general about walking the streets. We get downtown, we're down.
We about to have we got the shorts jar. Every day that every time you break the rule.
I won't break the rule anymore. I had a lot going on this morning. But
you got to put 5 in the shorts jar,
but again,
and then we donate it to charity.
You're changing the subject to the fact that there are people who literally have to wear long pants, suits every day in this miserable heat. I couldn't even imagine. One reason people talk about our jobs, I like the flexibility of our jobs. We chose our profession. They chose their profession.
I stumbled drunk into it. It worked out.
Okay, well, the bottom line is just your profession.
You went to school.
There are people.
I did too.
At your radio, there are people at your radio stations in the past who still had to come in suits and clothes every day.
Oh yeah, there were people who worked there.
Yes,
yeah.
That's their profession. I mean, you know, people talk, well, you got so much flexibility. I
Shout
chose
out to the
what I wanted
bosses
to
that
do.
fired me at his radio station.
I chose.
My bosses fired you? Damn.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't do what
we
you did.
chose what we wanted to do. Is all I'm saying. You kind of chose. You guys chose to make money, be engineers, accountants, make all that good money.
Yeah.
You just got to wear clothes every day, work 8 hours.
And if the grundle is sweating in those suits that you're walking up and down town with, head on over to Mando, shopmando.com, use the promo code DLLS, and spray a little bit on there, put a little cream on it, whatever you got to do between the grundle, the crack, the balls, the pitch, the stomach, all that while y'all walking up and down these streets in Dallas in this heat, and y'all ain't got Hoochie Dally shorts on, gonna need the Mando.
Yeah, while we're pushing products, I would go to brandedbills.com. I just ordered 3 different colors of the T-shirt.
Yeah.
The little DTX looking T-shirt. Looks like it'll be good to work out in. And I bought one of the DTX hats.
Yeah.
I do work out. I just don't lift anything.
And while we're there, if you decide to be a diehard at ALLCITY.com, You also get one of our good breathables T-shirts so that it doesn't look hot when you put it on.
Yeah.
Right. So you sign up right now to be a diehard. $36. You get a free T-shirt that comes along with that. So in the summertime, while you're at the beach, while you're at the lake, while you're at the cookout,
Wendy's Frosty.
Wendy's Frosty.
Strawberry Pop
Tart
strawberry.
I had one of those Saturday.
Speaking of summertime, some person's going to be at the beach.
Get a Rugged Road cooler.
And some person's going to be in Pittsburgh.
Beach.
At the game. So when you go to Pittsburgh at the
Some
game,
person-
game time.
use the game time.
Get that.
Just use
Somebody
the
in
game
the
time.
NFL has went from the beach to Pittsburgh, from Pittsburgh to the beach.
We have a fun NFL trade. Most NFL trades aren't fun because you can tell like exactly what's going on. One team wanted a player and one team's going to take a draft pick because they suck or they don't like the guy or they're going to give him a contract or whatever. But we have a fun one with Jalen Ramsey being traded from Miami to Pittsburgh for Minkah Fitzpatrick. And that's almost the whole trade. There's a little bit more to it. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is going from Miami to Pittsburgh as well. And then there's a couple of draft picks. So it's Jalen Ramsey, Jonnu Smith, and a 7th-round pick to Pittsburgh. Minkah Fitzpatrick and a 5th-round pick to Miami. So they're calling, even when you look at the rest of the trade, they're calling it kind of even on the players we're trading. And you're trading the older corner, who the next step when you're an older corner is to move to free safety for a free safety. And I think it's Pittsburgh making the move of we are being the aggressive player here.
This feels all-in-ish.
Yeah.
It feels all-in-ish. I'm not saying that they're saying that they're going. You go get Aaron Rodgers. Now, the players that have gotten are
past their prime.
Right? And they're hoping that there's one little left.
Give us one go.
One go. Give it what you got.
Give it the old Toby Keith. I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
That's all I need.
I like that.
That's all I need. So for Aaron Rodgers, for Jalen Ramsey, for Jonnu Smith, for Big Play Slay, can go either way. For Big Play Slay.
Yeah, big plays in all directions.
Big plays can go either direction.
The Jameis Winston of corners.
Yes.
Darius Slay.
Can go either way. This feels, and it also may be the writing on the wall for Mike Tomlin. They're saying, hey, buddy, this is it. We're going to give you this last hurrah.
That man's bulletproof.
You think so?
They don't move on from coaches in Pittsburgh. They just pick a good coach and they let him go until he don't want to go no more.
How long has he been there? 18 years?
What if they had 3?
Been a long time.
It was him and Cower and whoever the first guy was. Chuck Noll.
I think
They're just like, no, we got our coach.
we're saying all Pittsburgh's all in, but I think Miami won the trade. They got the better player.
Did they?
Minkah's the better player.
Is he?
Minkah's in his prime.
Is he?
Minkah's the better player. He's the better playmaker right now.
I don't think
He's at a lesser
Minkah
position.
won't have a bigger impact than Jalen Ramsey can have.
Well, Pittsburgh's not getting past Baltimore, so it don't matter.
Well,
that's messed up. That's like saying Dallas ain't supposed to try either.
That type of attitude, my brother.
Listen.
Hey, look, we're not better than Philly. Why add players?
No, I'm not against Pittsburgh doing what they want to do to improve their team. I don't know that they improve. I don't know that they improve.
What confuses me at times with you is
go get him.
I like confused about. What you confused about?
Because you ride this fence on players and the acquisition of players and how players matter, and it's about the Jimmies and Joes, not the X's and O's. And then when players start to move, you do this thing. You do this whole
taking the goalpost somewhere.
And you move it. And
that's not true. I just said Minkah's the better player. I didn't criticize Pittsburgh for trying to get better. I didn't criticize them. I just said that Minkah's the better player. That's apples and oranges, my dude. My guy.
Pittsburgh has gotten better.
My pal?
I don't know that they got better. You believe they got better. I have no problem with them going all in and trying to get better. I don't know that they gotten better. I'm not a big fan of Aaron Rodgers at this point. I don't know. Darius Slay, I know it's fallen way off.
Yeah.
And Jalen Ramsey, is not the player he used to be. Minkah Fitzpatrick is a better impact player right now than they are. That's all I'm saying.
You're going to see Darius Slay play a lot more nickel.
I think Slay's going to be – I think Ramsey's about to play
Ramsey's going to play in the slot.
Okay, that's fine.
I think Ramsey's about to play the slot.
But I think it's going to be – the starters are going to be Porter Jr. and Ramsey. And then if they go to 3 wide receiver set, they go to 11 personnel, then you'll bump Jalen inside and have Slay outside. But I think your 2 starting corners will be Porter Jr. and
I guess the other thing I'm saying is that we're emphasizing the Steelers part of it more than we're emphasizing the Miami part of it.
Yeah, because the Steelers became more competitive with the trade. Miami didn't become more competitive with the trade.
You don't think so?
No.
I bet they feel they did.
I think there's a reason they're the team that got the fifth-round pick.
They had to get rid of Jalen Ramsey.
Right, and they got a damn good player in return.
Yeah,
and they got a damn good player. They got a player in his
it's-
prime in return. That's going to make an impact. And the only reason I guess he wasn't there because he didn't like the head coach, which is why he got traded in the first place. But they got a damn good player in return.
No, I like Minkah. Minkah's a good player.
You know, so I think they like their end of the time. I'm just saying,
when you look at them getting Jonnu Smith, you now have that you got 3 tight ends now in Pittsburgh. You got the
Darnell Washington, baby.
You got the Frankenstein,
Pat Fryermuth,
and now you got Jonnu Smith. So it gives you some options.
And they still won't score more than 20 points a game.
See, here's what I think.
You know the Steelers, offense is gonna be boring and booty.
So here's what I was wanting to look up, because you might be right that Minkah is a better player than Jalen Ramsey today. You might be, but I think part of it is, can I replace you? And Pittsburgh is now making it so they're like, we are really good at corner, and so we had to trade this safety to do it. And Juan Thornhill is on their roster. Like, teams, when they lose starting corners, it's like, oh God, we're dead in the water. And if you have a backup safety, they're like, oh, that's an NFL starter. Like, I think that's Pittsburgh being super aggressive. Like, we can trade Minkah, and we have a guy that can do what he's doing.
No, he can't.
And we can replace a more valuable position.
Oh, he can't do what he's doing.
Maybe not do what he's doing, but we can get that job done and it not be a liability.
One on his third team, he left the Chiefs now. What?
Who?
Thornhill. Yeah.
Yeah, teams. Did you know players? So there's free agency. You can be traded.
I know, but Juan is not special.
No, he's not special.
Minkah's
not special. He's good.
Oh, stop it.
He's fine. He's good. Minkah is not special.
As far as safeties in the league today, Minkah's a special safety.
What's the connection? Because you only go hard for people like this when there's a connection.
Yeah, you who's his agent?
Who's his agent?
Who's his agent? Do you know off the top of your head?
Who's his agent?
Do you know doing this? No, it's no connection. Minkah's a damn good player.
You gotta think, this is how we got to deal with
you. You're saying Minkah ain't special at safety?
I don't think he's special.
That's how we got to deal with it.
Is it better than Cowboys safeties?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on.
But that's not like a...
Is it better than any safety NFC East right now?
I need rosters. Yes. I need rosters. Probably not. Who are the Eagles safeties?
Exactly. Who are the Eagles safety? Exactly. Nobody.
Reed Blankenship.
Exactly. Nobody.
No, hold on.
Is it better than any safety in the East right now? Come on, let's just go to
Blankenship and Makuba.
Yeah, let's go. Makuba's a rookie.
Yeah, better than him.
Was it Jabril Peppers in New York? What's Jabril Peppers at?
I don't know. He's been all over.
Exactly. He's with the Patriots now. He's not with the Giants.
What we've realized is safeties are not as easy to name as corners.
Again, Minkah.
Not that important.
But Minkah is not because Minkah's a damn good player.
Not that important. They're slightly important. They can make plays for you, but you give me a quality corner.
Minkah's a damn good player, man.
Yeah, he's better than both the Washington safeties.
That's what I'm saying.
Giants
we go around the whole NFC and just do this.
Okay, he would be the best safety in the NFC East. Yeah. We have determined he would. So would a lot of people.
Like, that's not the bar.
Jalen Ramsey would not be the best corner in the MCs. Or would he? I don't know.
No. I mean, Eagles youngsters go hard.
Yeah. Bland.
You better Bland.
Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
I don't want to. I don't want to because I don't want it to be true.
Say it with your chest.
All I'm saying is I'm not taking a shot at anybody. I'm saying I would like the Cowboys to now call the Steelers to trade for Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, now that the contract is. He got more money.
And he got a raise. They gave him an extra $1.5 million as part of the deal. And Diana Rossini apparently reached out to GMs across the league, and one of them was like, TJ Watt doesn't have a contract, and here they are trading for Jalen Ramsey and giving him a raise.
Cowboys have Siobhan Rebel. They don't need him.
That's true, but we just got to get him ready.
Because he's going to be ready. He's going to be good to go.
We got seatbelt.
Week 1. Game 1. He's going to be healthy. Prime.
We got seatbelt.
And got seatbelt.
Watch out. TJ Watt's now at the house mad, so his number's going to go up. They're going to get that deal done before Jerry does a deal with Micah, and we're going to be talking about Micah's $48 million contract instead of the $36 million contract they could have done 4 months ago.
Real quick, before we get off, Mike and his boys hanging out this weekend or last week.
Oh, because
it wasn't just the deck thing.
Jesse.
They watched the show.
Wasn't just the deck
You're
thing.
welcome.
Jesse
Wasn't
got
just
the
that getting
defense together.
receivers.
You're welcome.
Got them tightened up.
Y'all
What?
watch this show.
The
I
Cowboys-
appreciate that. Hey, make sure y'all hit the like, though. Hit the
Cowboy
like button.
defensive line did a little retreat.
Good.
Getting the boys together, showing leadership.
I like to see
Nice.
that. I love to see
Doing some hallucinogens, hanging out in hobbit holes and all that. It's
that.
great.
Allegedly.
Thank you for stopping by, everybody. Hit the like button on your way out. I didn't notice we fell short of 100. I need 8 of those like right now. And remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
I really don't do older women.
We all silly like the mayor.